Today we have honey locust burl. I know it's honey locust burl because it says so, and because my good friend Valerie, who sent this to me, says so. I see burl on both ends there. That's the lighter colored wood. I don't really see any burl in the middle. Maybe we'll run into some in there somewhere. I'm looking forward to turning this. It's going to require a little bit of work before we can get going, but who's opposed to work? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, as we like to say here at Shady Acres Wood Shop. Howdy, let's take a closer look at it. The piece is about 9 by 15 by about 2 inches, 2.5 inches thick. There's a chainsaw cut right there. And so what I was going to do, because there's really nothing going on at this corner, I was going to come in here with my bandsaw and kind of round this corner over, which would take care of a lot of that chainsaw cut, although the chainsaw went in at an angle, so it's an inch longer on this side than it is that side. So we're going to have a little bit showing. But rather than cut that curve like I was talking about, I'm just going to set this on my bandsaw table, that side against the fence, and I'm just going to cut this from this point straight across here, which will take care of most of the bandsaw cut. That'll turn it into more of a rectangle, because that top cut is a bit of an angle. And then when I'm done with that, I'm going to find the middle of this, drill a hole for my woodworm screw, we'll get it mounted up on the lathe and get to turning this into some kind of a platter, tray, or something. It's kind of got these two built-in handles, which I really like. So this will be the top, that'll be the bottom. It'll be a tray or a platter or something, and I'm excited for it. Alrighty, there's the hole for the woodworm screw. Okay. We'll see what kind of balance it is. Maybe not that good. See what kind of speed we can get here. About 400 RPM, not that great. Well, I've been standing here trying to figure out what I want to do with this. I guess I want to taper up these ends so that they set up off the table. So I'm going to start out here and start chipping away at these corners, and then just taper the bottom all the way. Come in at an angle like this. That probably doesn't make sense to anyone but me. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do, and that means I'll be chipping away a lot of this bark and the burl that's underneath it. So I will be revealing some of that burl. I do want to leave at least some of it. I don't know how much, some, half of it maybe. Well, anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing, and we're going to be turning at 400 RPM, 5/8 inch bowl gouge, mask, and face shield on. Just want to make sure I'm not chipping away too much. I haven't even touched this end yet. You can see what I'm doing here. So that's why it's so slow and so bumpy. I'm only hitting one end. Oh well, I just started to chip away here where the chainsaw cut is. And that would be good if I could get rid of most of that. I'm not too worried about it, but if we can, we will. Just getting into this side here. and here, and I gotta go sharpen up. I guess I'll flatten off this bottom. We'll mark out for a recess. Well, I think I figured it out here. I need to stop coming in from way out here and start coming in from here. So I just need to continue my taper, but more in the middle. Hope that makes sense. Oh, and I picked the speed up, what, too? 480, ooh. Yeah, that looks better. Still not as good as I'd like it. I was hoping to get rid of more of this chainsaw cut, but you know, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, that's good. Okay, I'm going to put the recess in. Now I'm going to use my recess tool, put a dovetail on the side here. That's good. I guess I'll run my negative rake scraper over this, see if I can't clean up the cuts a little bit. Hard to do on a piece shaped like this, and kind of tore it up anyway. I'll just sand it. So Time for sanding. I did a little bit of spot sanding and got rid of the tear out that I had on there. I think it's okay now. I'm going to start the sanding with my Sandoflex at 180 grit. I'm going to sand all of the ends here, the unturned parts. When I'm done with that, I'm going to switch to my 2-inch disc starting at 80 grit, working up through 400. I'll have the lathe spinning in reverse for that at about 300 RPM, and I'll show you what that looks like as soon as I get my mask on. I'll do a little bit more of that. And I'll bring you back in a bit and we'll put probably sanding sealer on there. See you in a bit. Well, I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. I was doubting myself for a while there. It's so hard to get a clean cut on a rectangular piece like this. I probably already said that, but it's true. But a little extra sanding took care of it. And I pretty much did everything I wanted to do here so far. I'm anxious to see what the top will look like, but that's going to be tomorrow because it's 6:15. I gotta go cook me some dinner. Got some leftover corned beef from St. Patrick's Day, and I'm gonna go in and make some homemade hash. Oh, that looks really good up there. Can you see that? Oh, you can't see it. Not really. Well, it does anyway. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Now, what do you think about that little bitty chainsaw cut I got left there? Is that bothering you? It's a lot smaller than it was. It's not bothering me any. It's just part of the history of the piece. Okay, well, there you go. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll have it turned around and we'll start working on the inside. See you tomorrow. I've turned the piece around and have the jaws expanded into the recess. This piece is really growing on me. I really like it quite a bit. I was able to set it down, of course, and then pick it up by these two handles. It just feels so natural. It just feels like it should be that way. And it looks pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is start out by just flattening off the top here a little bit. I probably won't go all the way over. I don't need to because we're going to be hollowing it out, but I'll flatten off up to here. Probably come out with a bowl type situation about out this way, something like that, maybe a little bit further. I don't know, we'll just play it by ear. Got a nice finish on the bottom. I'm really happy with that. I'm just liking it. We're going to be turning at 500 RPM, 5/8 inch bowl gouge, mask and face shield on. Well, it looks like I'm about equal on both sides now, so that's good. And we'll probably just start going in right about where we stopped here. We might end up coming back some also, but we'll start here and see how it goes. Oh boy, I'm right at that edge now, aren't I? That's about as far as we better go right there. except that I kind of want to go a little bit further than that. No, I guess not. Well, I can't get in there yet with that center part there. Guess we got a ways to go. Yeah, this is going to be pretty. I see a little bit of chatoyance right here. You see that? Tailstock's starting to get in my way pretty good. But I'd really like to measure that. We only have, what was it, 2.5 inches, something like that? I guess I can measure here. Well, that's still got an inch. Okay, I'll take more off in this area. Unless that'll let me get in there or not. Well, I'm guessing we got about 3/4 of an inch. I'm gonna go sharpen up. Well, I've been standing here studying this a bit. I really want to round over this edge. I just don't like this sharp edge that I have here. I hope that doesn't ruin it for me. Or for you. I don't want it to ruin it for you. But I just have to. I just have to round that over. It just doesn't look the way it should. So I'm going to. I also picked the speed up to 550. Did I ruin it? I did not. It's not really quite as round as I want. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, okay, that looks okay. Whew. Yeah, that looks way better. And it matches the outside more. I really got to get rid of this tailstock. I just can't get in there to measure. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Oh, still got a ways to go, all right. Got about an inch total. Well, at least now I know. I hate not knowing. get in there closer. Gotta look at the outside profile here, see where I am. I think we're very close on the bottom now. Yes. Yes, we are. 1/4 inch on the bottom. Well, you know, I think we're done. Put a fresh burr on my scraper and we'll scrape. I wish that didn't happen, but sometimes it does. I think this wood might be wet. Yeah, it is. Well, I'll just sand that out of there. Okay. I think that's the best we can do. Time for sanding. I'm starting the sanding at 80 grit, working up through 400. I'll bring you back here in a bit and we will put some sanding sealer on there. See you in a bit. Well, the time has come. Let's see what we got. We have burl on both of these wings, or handles as I'm calling them. And it's pretty nice. And I really like the yellow color. Reminds me a lot of mulberry, and I really like the shape. I guess I just really like this one. This is one of my favorite basic shapes to turn. Something that's kind of not really deep, kind of flat, rectangular. It could be, you know, a natural shape, more jagged or whatever here and there. That's okay too, but I just like the shallowness of it. Now I was calling this a tray to begin with, but it's more of a bowl. You see the chatoyance in there? Yeah, you do. That's pretty nice. Unexpected. Got a little bit of a feather over here where apparently a branch came out somewhere. Not much to dislike as far as I'm concerned. I'm sure someone won't care for the square edges. And that's okay. We can't all like everything. I certainly don't expect everyone to like everything I do, my goodness. That would be boring. Well, that's generally what it's gonna look like. I'll get it on another coat of this sanding sealer, and I haven't really gone into the sanding sealer much. It's a shellac-based sanding sealer, and I'm applying 2 coats of it, and then I'm applying 2 coats of shellac over it. And that's what gives it a bit of a shine. But I don't want it to shine too much. I don't want it to be shiny. I just want it to have a little bit of a shine. And I like to be able to feel the grain of the wood through my finish, and I think we'll be able to do that. I'll get on the rest of it, and I'll bring you back, and we'll take a good look at this thing sitting upright and probably setting on both ends. I don't know that that's the case, but it might work that way, just for display purposes and to take up less room when you're not using it. So there you go. Be sure you stick around at the end of the video so you can see the before and after shots of this piece. If you'd share the video, I'd really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Well, here it is. One honey locust, really cool bowl in the books. And it will stand up on either side. It'll stand up like this or the other way. It feels so natural, so easy to hold. And with the curve, it gets these handles up off of the table. Easy to slide your fingers under and just grab it. It's a real pretty color, pretty wood. Got burl on both sides. Got bark on both sides. Or ends, I guess. It's still 15 by 9 by 2.5. So it's about the same size as when we started. Little bit less tall because I had to flatten off the top and the bottom, but it's about the same. I just really like it. There's the bottom all finished up. Sets nice and stable. It's just pretty. It's a pretty piece of wood. And I think I did a decent job on this one. And it stayed in one piece. I'm so happy. No cracks, no bug holes, no nothing. Just a great piece of wood. Hope you enjoyed the video. It was a lot of fun to do. It really was. It was just plain fun. So easy. Thank you, Valerie, for sending this along for all to enjoy. If you like this video, thumbs up, please. I'd sure appreciate it. If you're a subscriber, thank you very kindly. I truly appreciate that. I also appreciate that you took some of your time to spend with me today. That means a lot to me. Thank you. I'm looking forward to your comments. So for now, this is Phil, Shady Acres Woodshop, signing off.